Sunday, March 25, 2012. This is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and this is my 1995 Subaru Legacy. First thing to do is to get that hubcap off and loosen the lug nuts and get the car up in the air. Okay, I have the wheel off, so next thing I need to do is get the outer tie rod end off. And the first thing I need to do is loosen the jam nut right here. Jam nut's loosened. Next thing to do is to first let me remove the cotter pin and loosen the nut. Then I'll show you the next step. Okay, I have the cotter pin out, so the next step is to remove the ball joint here from the control arm. And to do that, I have this tie rod end puller, which I've used before in the past. And I want you to notice actually that I still have the castle nut here on the on this ball joint. Trust me, if you take the castle nut off to do this, there's a good chance you'll actually damage the threads on the ball joint itself. It really is best just to use the puller first, and then once the ball joint is popped out of the control arm, then loosen the then remove the nut all the way. So give me a moment and I'll do that. Okay, that really just took a second, and the tie rod end is pressed out of the control arm, and now all I got to do is just take this nut off all the way. And the tie rod end comes out of the ball joint, and this is still actually quite warm from when I heated it with the torch. Okay, I have the tie rod end and the lock nut off, and you can see kind of the paint mark I made there. And this silver stuff you see here is actually anti-seize compound that I put on this last year. Right after I bought the car, I had this all apart because I had to replace these boots. So these are new, I'm going to reuse them. Had the boot off yesterday to check everything. So to remove these boots here, there's a little spring clamp right here you remove, and then one at the back. Okay, now I have the boot completely off, and I'll just show you the play I have here. If you look right back there, see if I can maybe point to it with a screwdriver, there's a place where this washer behind there has been peened, so I need to unstake that. So I've got... Okay, I think I have it on that nut unstaked enough. So next I use the loaner tool, and I believe this is the attachment that fits here. That fits over the tie rod there. Then this rod here fits onto the end of the tool, like so. And then you turn it with a 0.5 millimeter bar, in which case I'm going to use my breaker bar here. So let's see if this works. Like I said, right now I'm going to make a paint mark, and then I'm going to install the new tie rod and button up the passenger side of the car. Okay, I have the new tie rod threaded on and the new nut in the back there. I just have to tighten it down, and according to the factory service manual, that's 58 plus or minus 7 foot-pounds, which I guess translates to 51 to 65. So I'm actually going to just go right at 58 with my torque wrench. Okay, the new tie rod is on and tightened, and I've actually also gone ahead and put on the boot there. So the next step is to reinstall the outer tie rod end, and as you can see here that I have made a paint mark when I compared the two tie rods against each other. So it'll be rough. I'm probably going to take the car in for an alignment later today. So I'm going to get this on now with the lock nut, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay, tie rod end back on. Now I'm going to put on the castle nut there and put a new cotter pin through it, and that gets locked down to 29 foot-pounds. Okay, now I just have to get the wheel back on, and then I'll see whether or not the play has been eliminated. Okay, wheel's back on, and pushing back and forth, and the clunking's eliminated. So I think I'm done here. I'm just going to lower this side, tighten up the wheel bolts, and then do the whole other side of the car, same exact procedure. So that's how this goes. Thanks for watching.